This corridor has been changed quite a bit in the last 20th century and the 21st century. And this is considered part of the South Campus of UNO, University of Nebraska in Omaha. But did you know that Omaha University was actually started in a small, larger mansion in North Omaha and right off Florence Boulevard? Matter of fact, one of the first contributors to the newly established Omaha University was Sarah and George Jocelyn, and eventually moved to another spot which was closer to downtown, and then they moved out to this far location on the outskirts of the city of Omaha. It was in 1907, if I remember correctly, and established this campus. It is today, you'll know, it's about a almost 18,000 person campus with dorms like UNL in Lincoln, and but it is not the largest university in the state of Nebraska. Matter of fact, you think that it's UNL, don't you?
Yeah.
Who says that? I got one hand. Got any more hands? I got a few more hands? Okay. It's not it. UNL only has, even with it joining the Big Ten, only has 34,000. But there's another higher education organization. Has multiple campuses, and it's not Creighton. No. Metro Community College. It has 37,000 students, adult learners, full-time and part-time students. And it doesn't have the biggest budget, but certainly they have more students there than any of the others. But UNO is known in the U.S. News and World Report as being a premier school for engineering and architecture. Matter of fact, it is highly known for its business school, in the top 10 in the region. I'm not surprised because I'm a graduate of there. So it's a prestigious institution. Well, on the South Campus, before most of your time, they used to have a horse track. That horse track was started, I believe it was 1901. And this horse track became known as Aksarben, Nebraska spelled backwards. And it had some very famous horses that have run here. One of them being Omaha, the racehorse called Omaha. And his daddy was also famous. His name was Gallop. So Gallop was the first one to win the Triple Crown, which was the Preakness, what's all the others? Now I'm trying to think of all of them. The Kentucky Derby and the Belmont Stakes. Someone is a horse. And Omaha did it in the 1930s. Well, in 1957, after winning the Triple Crown, then put out the pasture to sire other fillies thereafter, he died. And he was buried at Aksarben Track on the north end of it, which is about where the UNO campus is at, and it was away from the main campus. In 1989, when they were expanding the campus, they came back and wanted to find his grave. He was buried in a beautiful golden casket for a horse. And so they knew where it was at. They went back to get it, and guess what? He wasn't there. They dug and dug. They dug and dug. They went here, they went there. They could not find that casket. But they did find the plaque. And I'm going to show you the plaque when we drive over here in a couple seconds. But lo and behold, the strange thing now, we have a South Campus. So you've got Baxter Arena, and you've got all these other retail and financial institutions and services, etc., in this area. But we could not find Omaha's grave. Now I'll tell you the rest of the story when I pull back out in this traffic.